This is Movies in Contemplation with Jarokk and...
Oh, am I talking to
Jesus,
you?
yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
That's
That's you. That's what you sound like.
That's me.
Yeah.
It's me. Hello.
Sounds good.
Thank you. You were great.
I know.
Just be me for the rest of the show.
I should just be you for the rest of the show.
Do it. Done.
Oh, man.
Do it.
I don't think I've got the patience.
Do it. Anywho, let's move on. So, folks, hi. Welcome, contemplators.
Welcome. I actually want to do like a poll every time you say moving on.
Every time I say moving on?
Yeah, you say it a lot, and I actually do cut a few.
Oh, shit. You cut a lot of moving ons?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, moving on. So, anywho, we've got a Jarokk pick today.
Yes.
Yeah, but first let's talk about our wine
Yeah.
for the day.
It's an old school wine.
Ravenswood.
Yes.
Yes. I had this for the first time in Los Angeles with you in 2013, I believe.
Oh my God. Look at you.
We got it at Ralph's, and it was good. I enjoyed it, and I don't think we've had it since.
No, I used to get this one a lot. This was like, what was this, like my like mid to late 20s like favorite pick, thinking that it was like, because it was like not crazy expensive, but it was like the upper of
the dry.
Yeah. For my means.
Yeah.
You know.
It's not crazy expensive, and honestly, I don't see it enough.
No.
I haven't seen it that much since we moved out here.
Yeah.
But I
true.
stumbled upon it, and I said, oh my God.
Interesting.
Let's get it.
Cool.
So, anywho.
Yeah. It's good. Yeah, it's been a while, but it is still a
It's
good
still
wine.
good.
Yeah.
It's right up there. It's good. It's good with the dark, right there with like the dark horse and whatnot.
Yeah.
On the cheap side.
Yeah.
Good cheap wine.
Good cheap wine.
Not gonna lie to you, some of the best wine that we've ever had is the cheapest.
True.
The one time we got a $20 wine, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Was it 20? I thought it was like more.
It
we
probably
got,
was
we
like
got like
30.
like one of the Coppola wines.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well,
Yeah.
that's probably why it's Coppola.
Maybe
I don't know. It
just
wasn't that.
it wasn't worth
the price.
Right.
Frank. Sorry.
Sorry, Frank.
Anywho, let's move on.
Now you're gonna say it like all the time.
I didn't mean to, but okay, you brought it to my attention.
I know.
All right, everyone. So we've got my pick, Your Highness,
Yes.
a 2011 film. So let's go ahead and do our handy-dandy Shakespearean notebook. Notebook.
Yeah.
All right. So we have calumniating, uttering maliciously false statements, dull-brained, dim-witted, costermonger, fruit and vegetable seller. Costards are apples.
Oh,
So it's an apple monger, costermonger.
there's a lot of mongers.
Yeah, there is,
in
isn't there?
this.
Calumniating, dull-brained costermonger.
Yeah, I can think of a couple already.
There are a couple in this film, but let's dive in.
Yeah. So, Jarokk, please explain.
Yeah.
Why? Why, Your Highness? Why?
Okay, so this is a really dumb film. It really is. It's stupid, but it's not considered, in my opinion and others, I wouldn't necessarily call this a spoof. This was Danny McBride and son of a bitch.
James Franco?
No, well, Franco was David Gordon Green.
Oh.
Danny McBride and David Gordon Green, the director, they went to film school together. They went to college together. And they played this game where they would be like, all right, name a movie. One of them said Your Highness, and then the next person has to come up with, like, what's it about? And then, so they were like, Your Highness. Well, what could we do about Your Highness? It's about a knight who gets stoned and fights dragons. Like, that's... And they were like, so we're going to make a movie based off that just as a joke.
Huh.
Like, that was in college, when they were in college.
Okay.
And then they were like, God, what if we really did do it? And then later down on the line, they did. They did Pineapple Express, and I believe '08. Wasn't Pineapple '08?
You're asking me.
I don't know. I think it was '08. Yeah, '08, whatever. So they did Pineapple, and when they met Franco, and they were like, let's get James to be in this film. James, you come do this. And they picked everyone in a really like interesting way. But what I really liked about it, the picking, is that there's a lot of British actors in this film. Like, the majority are British.
Yeah.
There's probably 4 Americans, but the majority of this film is British. So they went that route. Like, what I kind of get annoyed a little bit when Americans are doing a period piece and they have, like, modern American dialects. And it just drives me nuts.
Yeah, I know it does.
Like, I'm just like, oh my God. Like, I can't watch that movie, The fucking Eagle, with Christian, what's his fucking name?
The Eagle.
It's called The Eagle. It's some fucking... Who's that fucking Magic Mike? What the fuck's his name?
Oh, Channing
Tatum. He was in a fucking period piece called The Eagle. I got like 5 seconds in and I was like, I can't watch this bullshit. Whoever thought that this fuck could do a fucking period piece, get the fuck out of here. Not only a period piece, but a Roman fucking piece. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I'm getting images now.
I know. I was like, oh my God.
If I can't win back my family's honor by being a soldier, then I'll do it by finding a lost eagle.
Jesus Christ. Anywho.
Shame on you.
Yeah, but no, what I really like about this film is that this is an homage to the 80s fantasy. It really is. And I love 80s fantasy. You know this. Contemplators, you may or may not. I mean, my first fucking choice was Conan, so yes, I have a huge love for the 80s fantasy. Like
what other ones?
You got Conan. Another one that like you can definitely kind of see, and I know that Danny McBride and David Gordon Green they have like a love for it is Krull, the 1981 fantasy. I love Krull. You fucking hate it. The only time I could get you to go watch it was when we went and saw it in theaters for
Riff Tracks. Yeah.
It was the only time.
And that is the only time I will ever watch it again because, oh my God, that movie, I'm sorry, it is terrible.
Okay. You just made a pick. Anywho. Yeah. But, so it's Krull, and you can see their tight fucking tights, like all the shit that they wear in this film. That's very much Krull. Krull was the really tight fucking tights and, ridiculous shit. The Cyclops. Oh, I have the head of the Cyclops. There's a Cyclops in fucking Krull. Beastmaster, Star Chaser. Like, all those fucking 80s Fire and Ice. Like, you can really see it in the outfits and the costumes and just their take. And they were like, we don't want this necessarily a spoof film. They wanted it... And it does have funny moments, but it's serious. And I think for me, that's what makes it funny, is how serious this film is. Now, I am not a big fan of the hardcore amount of cussing and, like, shit. I know, me.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking sailor. But when it comes to comedy films and stuff like that, I don't necessarily like curse words because, in a way, that can be pushed.
It's pushed and it's used as a crutch,
I
think.
It is, yeah. It's like, oh, well, I can say fuck, cunt, bitch, suck, all this shit, and it'll be funny, but it's really not. Well, it's you searching for comedy at that point.
Yeah, and it's when you don't have the words or they couldn't find anything funny to say.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, we'll just fill that gap with curse words thinking that it's going to pass.
Right. And one of the main reasons that they do cuss so much is because there really is not a script for this film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, probably
no shit.
80 fucking % of this film was improv. Like, the majority of this film was fucking improv.
Yeah.
And you can tell.
Yes.
I mean, you really can.
Yeah.
You can tell how fucking improv it is. But, good on Charles Dance for just being so amazing, because even and what have you brought of late? What quests have you been on, Thaddeus? Tell me, please, enlighten me.
Hey, but he didn't
Papa Lannister, baby.
Papa Lannister, and he didn't use a lot of curse words.
He barely did.
Yeah.
He didn't at all, and he was fucking hilarious. And you've got all of these.
He knows his strengths.
Yeah.
When I think of comedy for him, I think of The Golden Child.
Yes.
He was so serious, but he was funny.
It made it funny. That is comedy, man.
Yeah.
That is comedy. Fucking shoot a guy in the foot. He doesn't laugh. It's fucking funny. Shoot a guy in the foot. He starts laughing. It's not funny.
Right.
I mean, fuck, I don't know. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. I've never seen a guy get shot in the foot, so.
Yeah. Comedy is pain.
Here you go.
Cali, I've reached the top! Look!
what it is.
Fuck yeah. Quote! So.
I did not have any desire to see this movie.
No.
I did not. Like, everyone was making such a huge deal out of Pineapple Express that it is the funniest film ever. It's changing the way of comedy, and I did not find it funny.
See, I liked Pineapple, but I am right there with you. I don't think that it was like the changing of comedy. It sure shit wasn't. If anything, it was introducing the nudge and a wink, if you will. Mm-hmm. I mean, because that's all Seth Rogen and James and all them in that movie is. It's a nudge and a wink. We know we're funny, and that is Seth Rogen.
Well, and it's, I think it's also the self-aware comedy.
Yeah.
Where it's like, this is a movie within the movie. Like, the movie is in on its jokes, and it's like they have to put it out there for the audience to know that they're in on it. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, we know this is stupid, but, you know.
The spoon feed, yeah.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And I don't like that kind of comedy. And yes, Danny McBride does nudge and a wink, but his way of doing it, it's organic. Like, his is different. If you put him with Seth or Jonah Hill or any of them guys, like, some movies it works. It works for Seth Rogen in some movies. It works for Jonah Hill and Superbad. Yeah. You know, Danny McBride, I just really find that fucking baby.
He's a man-child.
He's a man-child. Yeah. And I think he does it well.
Yeah, he's good at, he does like that, that stubborn brat.
Yeah.
Because he does it.
In everything.
In everything he does.
But that's him.
Like the show that we watch, The Righteous Gemstones, same exact character as Your Highness.
Yes.
Even what's the one with the...
The principals. The vice principals.
The vice principals. Yeah. I love him in that.
Eastbound and Down. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he's great in that. But I don't know. I thought, because we tried watching this together and I just could not. And I thought watching it again, especially after our experience of now that I played D&D, I thought maybe there were jokes that I didn't get because, not saying that this was based on D&D, like you said, it's the whole 80s film and shit, but I thought maybe I'll get things more because now I know a little more about the medieval kind of world and that type of fantasy shit. Yeah,
they mention like sleight of hand in the film and like kind of poke at the, what's the D&D? I'm good at sleight of hand. Now you see me, now you don't. Yeah. But no, I really did. And out of some of those, excuse the fuck out of me, out of some of those movies like Pineapple, I think I like this one more than I like Pineapple. I do. And that's just me. But again, I love Danny McBride and Seth Rogen. I don't know. His comedy is his comedy. And
he's a hit or miss.
Yeah, I'm not one for the Seth Rogen sometimes. Most of them. James Franco, I mean, he's kind of the same. He acts the exact same in every fucking comedy he pretty much does. I haven't necessarily seen him in a serious role, but it's really hard to watch him in a serious role after like Pineapple and when he started doing all this funny shit with these guys. Because I don't know, he's one of those guys, like, he was a dramatic actor and I enjoyed him, but as soon as he started doing comedy, I feel like he was kind of dumbing himself down even in serious roles sometimes.
I did like him in the Disaster Artist.
Well, no, well, I mean, that was fucking shit.
That was great. Like, I think that was a good balance for him.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because what's his name? I mean, he is already, like, ridiculous.
Was it fucking Mike? What the fuck was his name? I can't remember.
I can't think of the name,
The spoons and the fucking... Yeah, the football.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah.
The Room. If you guys haven't seen The Room, watch the fucking Room first.
Yeah.
And then watch The Disaster Artist. Yeah. Okay? Watch The Room.
And then watch Riff Tracks, Riff The Room.
And then watch
watch Disaster Artist.
And before that, have a puff of the fucking long bottom leaf. Because I tell you, it's gonna make you go, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
And maybe drink.
Maybe, yeah.
But anywho. So, the movie opens up. I like how the movie opens up. It opens up with a narrator who just so happens to be Mr. Sheffield from The Nanny.
Oh, Mr. Sheffield.
Miss Fine! Yes. So it's him narrating, and he comes up and he's like, and some other serious shit. Like all that. But we see a sacrifice at the beginning of the film. And it's not funny. Like, the sacrifice, like, the sorcerers are like, I will put in your belly a demon, or some shit, you know? The whole point of them is these two moons align, they form an eclipse, and then the sorcerer fucks a virgin, and the virgin gets impregnated with a dragon.
Of course.
Yeah, it's weird. The sorcerer turns into a fucking dragon. I mean, okay, whatever. Yeah. It's goofy, but we'll take it.
Right.
But that whole beginning was so serious that for me it was a good lead up to the film because there was nothing funny about it. The sorcerer is legitimately like about to just rape this chick. You got these 3 old crones around who are the sorcerer's mothers. Apparently, it's really weird.
Yeah.
And then this golden company of knights comes out of nowhere to save the chick. And she's all like, I hope someday we have someone as brave as you from 100 years of now and these moons align again to save us. And the knights are all like, yes. And then we cut to Danny McBride in a field full of midgets and dwarves. And they're all like, hang the bastard! Like, you know, kind of funny. You know, you got a bunch of dwarves running around. And then you got this girl that looks like a 12-year-old child, which is really bizarre.
Yeah.
And Danny McBride's all like, oh yeah, you know, we were heavy petting and it might have had a brief moment of penetration. And they're all like, oh, you disgusting, kill him, hang him, hang him.
So he like slept with the leader of the king's
bride or some shit.
Yeah.
He like banged her. He was like, oh, they brought him to me, you know. And then they try to hang him and he can touch the bottom because they're dwarves. I guess that was the joke.
Yeah.
And he just like jumps down, he touches the ground, and he's all like, oh! And the Courtney, his little squire dude, is all like, Your Highness, what are you doing? He's like, I'm escaping, Courtney! Stop playing with those children and help me! Meanwhile, Courtney's getting fucking tarred and feathered by these kids. So then they have that. I could have done without the pictures and all the goofy fucking, you know. Oh, Courtney, oh, yes, Your Highness. The artwork. The artwork shit.
Yeah,
I could have done.
Yeah, it was like cartoony, like, pages in a book.
Yeah.
And then the 2 characters are like speaking.
Right. I could have done without that. You know,
it felt like a Disney ride.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
It did a little bit. Yeah. So we go through that Disney ride, and then we're back at the castle, and he's talking to Charles Dance. Charles Dance is being fucking Charles Dance, you know, what we already talked about. Mm-hmm. And then in comes Mr. Franco, Jimmy James. Jimmy James Franco comes in. He played Fabius, the elder brother of Danny McBride.
Fabius. I bet they were like, okay, so instead of Fabulous, we'll call him Fabius.
There you go. Essentially.
Genius.
I mean, Zooey Deschanel's name was Belladonna.
Belladonna.
Beautiful, whatever the fuck Belladonna means.
I don't know, Madonna whore?
Maybe. She could Vogue. She sings a lot better than Madonna, but for some, I suppose. I like Zoe Depp. Anywho, well, nah, I don't know.
I did not like her in this.
No.
I don't know if she did it on purpose, but her character was so annoying.
I mean, for me, that's Zooey Deschanel. That's how she didn't, in my opinion, act any different than she does in any other film.
I think I disagree. I think she really pushed on the whole naive virgin thing, and also that, like, she didn't know anything, so, because she was locked up in a tower or something all her life. Like, very,
Beloved, what is this?
Like Shrek.
It's a fork.
Yeah. She does an Ariel. She starts putting the fork in her hair. Like,
combing the hair. Again, no script. She probably did that and was like, oh, I love Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows? Maybe.
See, like, I
Hopper goober.
I can dingle hopper.
Dingle hopper. Excuse the fuck out of me.
Excuse the fuck out of you for fucking that up.
Dingle hopper.
But I feel like that's the... You gotta have a script.
Yeah, you do.
Like,
you can't make a film based off fucking improv. You can in high school.
Yeah, it's just there has to be like a little bit of structure. Like, I get it. Like, oh, it's so much funnier when we go off the cuff.
Yeah.
And whatnot, but if you just don't have at least a skeleton of something, so everyone could at least be on the same page, then cool. But see, for me, this movie, it was just, I think they could have done better with more of a script.
And McBride even said it. Like, he was like, I was gonna cut a lot of the cursing down. He was like, because we were having Natalie Portman come in, and, you know, it's Goody Natalie, you know, and he was like, so I wanted to kind of say, guys, let's clean it up. But Natalie was one of the ones that pushed for, say fuck shit, like say all that stuff.
Well, I think for her, this is probably like a fun project to do because
Yeah.
she's an Oscar winner.
Yeah, and she did this film because she didn't think that Black Swan was going to happen.
Happen.
Was going to happen. She didn't think it was going to get greenlit because I guess they didn't have the funds for it or something. So she was like, let me do this and then I will pay the funds. And she signed on to do this and then Black Swan got greenlit. So she was already signed on to do this, so then Black Swan had to wait or something like that.
So Black Swan had to wait because she was already doing Your Highness.
Yeah, because she signed a contract for Your Highness.
That's just so weird to me because when I think of Black Swan, it's this amazing piece of art it got critically acclaimed and it won all these fucking awards.
Yeah.
And it had to wait because she was doing Your Highness first.
Yeah.
All right.
And there are people like you, like obviously this movie did horribly.
Yeah.
They planned to have a second, but it did so bad in the box office and in general that they didn't because they wanted to give Natalie Portman like a spin-off. They wanted her story. That's why at the end of this film, she's like, I have to go find the witch that has my chastity belt and da-da-da. And that was supposed to be a lead up to a second, but the only person who wanted to do a second was Danny McBride. Nobody else wanted to touch this again because it just fell through. But
Or it just didn't do...
It just didn't do well. And honestly, you know, a lot of people, and there's a lot of people like me that like the 80s cheese fucking fantasy films. We like Conan.
The cult
we like
following.
Yeah, the cult following. We love Conan. We love Beastmaster. We love all that shit. Fire and Ice. We love all that shit. But there's a great deal of people in the world that don't fucking know what it is. So, yeah, not too many people were going to understand where McBride and Gordon Green were going with this. So, you know, but that's how that is. But Franco, his character was kind of cute in the fact that he loved his brother so much even when his brother kept fucking up.
Yeah.
But they wanted him to be conceited and like to himself. And then we would have had two fucking conceited people. So I thought that was really smart. I don't know if this was Franco's doing or whose. I think it was Franco. But he was like, I'm just going to be nice to him the whole fucking time. And just, you know, and I was like, great, contrast. There we fucking go. Because if we would have had two conceited people, then yeah, I probably would have thought fucking different. But we had some contrast.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And it's also, like, I got that reference from, like, other movies like that with the older sibling. Yeah, it's the perfect one, but he believes in the younger one that's always fucking up more than the actual parents.
Yeah.
So that was relatable, but also good to not have the two conceited bratty kids.
Right. And then we got Toby Jones, really great actor, right up there with Charles Dance, voice of Dobby. You know, Toby Jones is really good. And we've got a lot of Damian Lewis, really good as well. Dreamcatcher. Some really big names here. And where the fuck is he? Justin Theroux.
Didn't you tell me, you told me an interesting story about how he got this role.
I did.
Okay.
And I'm about to tell it again.
Good. I'm good, because I did write that down.
Justin Theroux got this job. They were interviewing him or whatever, and all he fucking said was, because they wanted Justin Theroux, he was like, I'll do it as long as I can call the tribute the fucking. I want to call it the fucking. And they were like, you're hired. We're not even fucking auditioning you. You just come in right now just because you came up with the fucking.
Yeah.
So he came up with the fucking.
Yeah.
Like, that was him. And it was so funny. And I really liked him. I thought him as like that weird wizard dude was really good. Justin Theroux, I mean, yeah, he can be a comedic actor, and he is a serious actor, but he really, like, man. I almost didn't know it was him.
I didn't. They uglied him down because he is a really good looking guy.
Yeah.
You know, and they just made him look and the way he acted, he was just so unappealing and just disgusting that it worked.
Yeah. It's just, oh my God.
Yeah.
So
he is
funny.
very, very talented.
So you got him, and then for me, the beginning of this film is really slow. But when Natalie comes in is when I really started to like it, because
I wrote that down too.
Natalie, how serious she was so fucking funny. Because again, the contrast. You've got the Danny McBride, and then you've got Natalie Portman, who's making all these fucking jokes and is doing it so fucking stone-faced. Like that beaver line. She apparently fucking could not stop laughing when she was saying it, and they got one good take of her stone, and we're like, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
She was like, I can't do it ever again. She could not laugh
line?
at the beaver line.
What was it again?
It was like, I felt the itch in my beaver ever since. Because her
that's
brothers were killed, so she's felt the fire in her beaver to want to revenge, kill her brothers.
Yes,
some shit like that.
Yeah.
Fucking goofy. But, she really made it. The Ma Titty guy, again, he's just a fucking nut. They, interviewed him for the role, and he was just so fucking out there. When I was watching, an interview, he's not far off from how the fuck he was in that movie. I was like, what the fuck? He had, long, black, curly, greasy fucking hair, and I was just like, oh my God. McBride and everybody was like, yeah, he's definitely an odd duck, but we put him in because we thought it would be perfect. So, yeah, he's just bizarre. They hired people for being bizarre. And it's it's true, though. How many people do we know that are probably the fucking goofiest, oddest fucking people, but they're the ones getting jobs?
Yeah.
Some of the goofiest motherfucks that I know and we went to school with, and they're just really fucking out there.
They're killing it.
Yeah, they're the ones getting the jobs, and it's good on you. I guess if I could have took myself down a peg or two, I don't know. Maybe I needed to be a little bit. I don't know. Fucking. I guess that's comedy now. I guess
it's a mystery.
Yeah, it is.
It'll never fully be solved.
Now that being said, we do have very successful friends who are very good. Deserve everything.
Absolutely.
So, good on all of them. Good on all of you, because you're all fucking working. I may be saying that the goofy fucks are getting jobs, but you're getting jobs. So good on you.
Yes.
Keep being your goofy ass self.
Yep.
So.
But I agreed with you on that with the whole, as soon as Natalie Portman came in, she brought a sense of realism to this ridiculously out there movie that I was there for it. And she was a badass, of course, which is great. And I don't know if you remember, but you don't really remember me laughing that much.
No, you didn't laugh, ever.
I laughed at, one thing, I think.
Yeah. And that's fine.
And it was Natalie Portman when she said something like, "Is that your cock?"
Yeah, no, the dagger. Yeah, it was you feel that little prick in your back. Oh, is that your cock? No, but I will still penetrate you with it.
Yeah.
I loved that line. Is so fucking. A lot of lines that she delivers are so fucking funny.
Because she's so serious.
Yes.
When she does it.
So she is so fucking stoned.
Yep.
We've got that one fight that her and Franco do with the 80s metal-looking muscle fuck. Mm-hmm. Tribute to the Fire and Ice and all the blonde fucking Beastmasters, whatever. All them fucking movies that made that hair with the long flowing locks and had a bowl fucking bang thing in the front. Just I never understood that.
It's to cover up a huge forehead.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But very funny. That shit. I did think that hand Hydra thing was interesting. I did like that idea. It was a little fucking goofy out there, but it was you know what? You gotta think about it. Original. Who would literally be let me put my fucking hand in a honey jar, and then all of a sudden a fucking Hydra that is the shape of a hand comes out of the fucking ground, and every time the Hydra loses a fucking head, the fucker's finger's gone. I'm sorry, that's a little fucking original, and you gotta give them props on the originality for this film.
No, I liked that idea about him actually losing fingers throughout. That was a good idea.
Yeah, and he lost every fucking one.
Yeah.
And they were called the White People, and they all had dust on them. And that made me laugh because Franco was like, they were like, who are they? Oh, white people, I knew it! Who are they? Are they mean? Oh, they're the meanest! That made me like, the white people.
Yeah.
The meanest!
Gotta fear the white man.
And you see this woman, like, when she comes out, and she's naked, and then she pulls down her underwear, and you just see this, like, dust of fucking baby powder or something just fly out of her ass. And I was like, I kept, like, needing to rewind it, because I was like, where is this fucking just puff? Did she fucking fart? Was it stuck up in there? Like, why the fuck do we have this random cloud just fly out of her ass?
Well, she could have put, like, a little bit of it, like, on her pants. What were they?
Probably, yeah. I just thought it was funny because it catches your eye.
Yeah, when it comes down, it's going to fall.
It's going to fall, and then you just see all the fucking...
And it's powder, so it's going to, fall out gracefully.
It's going to fall out gracefully, and then you're going to look, and you're just going to keep staring at her ass. And then she starts running off. Fucking Franco's all like, Thaddeus, it could be a trap. And he's like, the only thing those tits will trap is my warm spray.
Oh, God.
Again, I'm sorry. Yeah. I fucking love that line. I think that's really fucking funny. And then he starts running up, and then he goes, it's a trap! It's a booby trap! It's a booby trap! He was caught by the boobies.
Yep.
But cut back to Natalie. We find out Natalie, and then they don't want to tell each other their quests, because it's the rule of the road. We don't divulge our quests to one another. So... they're sitting there, and she finds out they want to go kill the Lazar dude. Oh, and of course, it's not a fucking film unless Zooey Deschanel has a fucking singing moment.
Of course.
She sings in the very beginning of the film a duet with James.
Oh.
Who purposely
that was funny.
Sings ridiculous. Then you're going to love one of the deleted scenes, because one of my favorite fucking songs is a deleted scene.
Really?
Yeah. It was Franco. But anywho, there's a deleted song called Fuck These Shitty Moons. And it's Zooey Deschanel in her tower. And she's like rubbing herself a little bit. And she's just like, singing to Franco. And he's singing, and there's this bit of the song where he's laying in a branch in a tree. He's laying on top of a branch in that, like, fucking statuesque pose, just laying on the branch. And he's like, Daddy's cometh for that ass. And I'm like, I love that line.
Daddy cometh for that ass.
Daddy is cometh for that ass?
Daddy's cometh for that ass.
Cometh for that ass.
And I just thought that was funny.
More ways than one.
Right. Ah! Devil doggy.
Ay.
So, anywho, that was a funny deleted scene. Other deleted scenes, they were deleted for a reason. But there was one where that Conan the Barbarian looking fuck at that tavern, the one who obviously is their homage to Conan, he has this line that is so fucking funny. He just looks up into the sky and just goes, "Damn you gods!" And he just like screams, "Damn you gods," randomly. And I fucking love that. I hate that that was cut. But other shit that needed to be cut. But anywho, so they do their quest. The knights, they betrayed Franco and whatnot. So Franco,
because they're working for the
wizard,
yeah.
Lazar. So Franco gets captured by his comrades, and then Natalie Portman and Mr. Danny McBride decide to team up.
Yes.
So they team up, go to a labyrinth where they got to find the Sword of Unicorn, and they face a Minotaur in a labyrinth. How original.
How original.
You can't have a fucking labyrinth without a Minotaur unless it's Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
It's the only time you're going to get a satyr instead of a Minotaur.
Yeah.
So he should have been a Minotaur. That would have been interesting and different.
Don't you dare.
I thought it would have been interesting to have a fucking Minotaur just not killing a child and be like...
Instead of the fawn?
Well, the fawn was fine. Moving on.
It's Doug Jones. How dare you?
It is Doug Jones. Well, he could have been a fucking Minotaur. That could have put fucking muscles on him.
I'm sure he's been a Minotaur before.
Probably a very thin one.
Very thin one.
Like a dying Minotaur. The one that nobody ever goes into the labyrinth.
Yeah.
It's what they should look like, but somehow they still fucking are buff and huge, and they
shit.
eat all the fucking time, apparently. Anyway, so they run around, Danny McBride he finds the horn of the sword of unicorn. And Natalie Portman distracts the Minotaur, who is fucking Courtney, the dude, and then you see the dick erect, and like just you see this big fucking cock, and Natalie Portman just like playing the fucking flute, whatever that instrument was. I'm sorry, I'm ignorant. She's just playing whatever that instrument is, and then Danny McBride stabs the fucking Minotaur in the back, and he's trying to cut the horn off. And he's like, Natalie Portman was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm trying to cut this as a souvenir for my kill. And she goes, you cannot sever the horn of a Minotaur. And then
Minotaur.
He cuts the fucking dick off, and now he's wearing the dick as a necklace. So you see this big flaccid fucking cock, just the rest of the film around his neck.
And then there's like blood stained on his chest too,
yeah.
from the blood.
And
from
he
the
has
cock.
the armor from the dead guy that was in the fucking maze randomly, an old fuck. Instead of turning into a skeleton, he just aged in death.
Yeah.
Apparently. So we go back. They hire the Conan the Barbarian fucking dude to go and save Franco and Zoe Day. They go to the place, and the big Conan fuck is all like, stand back, new friends. I will lead the way, for evil has met its match. Steps on a fucking stone, and he dies the exact same way Thorgrim dies in Conan. That fucking spike thing goes into his head.
Yeah.
It just gets him. And he looked like Thorgrim a little bit. Like that big fucking long. Mm-hmm. He kind of looked like Thorgrim. Go back to Conan the Barbarian, folks, if you haven't listened to that one yet. You'll know who Thorgrim is.
It's our first episode.
Yes, it is. Great episode. So, shush, you.
What? I didn't. No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought
I didn't
that
disagree.
I thought that was a disagreement.
No.
Anyway, so they kill him, and then they add an extra splat, and you just see his fucking guts and shit fly all over the place. And then finally, we get to the fucking-ing.
The fucking egg.
To the fucking-ing! Justin Theroux is about to bang Zoe Day. His mother's put her under an ecstasy spell where she just wants cock, but she has this really deep voice, and Theroux's all like, I can't stiffen with her like this! I can't do this! And he's like, please! Because she's just like, fuck me!
Yeah.
Very Exorcist.
Mm-hmm.
Put me in your mouth. Shit like that. And he's just like, I can't, why are you speaking like that? And Franco and everybody, they get free. They kill the knights who betrayed him. And then they go to fight the Lazar dude, and they kill him. You find out that Natalie Portman, her brothers, were killed by Lazar, and that was her quest. She wanted to go kill him, because she's part of that order from the beginning of the film. Mm-hmm. The Golden Order, or whatever they were. Her family was part of that order. They were killed by Lazar's mothers! So pretty much, that's essentially the fucking film. It's just a stupid fucking film. But it's an homage to the 80s fantasy. And yes, people aren't going to get it because a lot of people did not like fucking 80s fantasy. But a lot of people did. So, that's kind of where that is. And Franco, fun fact, he hated doing swordplay. And he hates, he pretty much doesn't like period pieces doing them.
Period.
Because he hates sword fighting. When he did Tristan and Isolde, which I did like Tristan and Isolde. I do like that film. You got him and a very young Henry Cavill. Yeah, I know. Get wet, ladies. It's The Witcher. Toss a coin to Henry Cavill.
Many coins.
Oh, Jesus. Calm down. Bring it down.
Hey.
Bring it down. That's fine. I would.
You can obsess over your Linda Hamilton, and I can obsess over Henry.
Well, you know what? That's fine. And I'd still with Linda Hamilton today.
Good.
I would.
Good.
She's however old she is now. But I'll take her.
Yeah, she's a silver fox.
Better believe it.
And so is The Witcher.
He is a silver fucking fox, isn't he? God, he wears that wig well.
I don't know, just that shot when he's in that tub.
Oh, dude, you should read the books.
It's the damn tub.
You should read the fucking books then.
Yeah.
That's all
he does. Huh?
He does that, and in the books, it's always the bath. He always bathes, and the game, he bathes. That's why they had to put that in the fucking show, man.
Oh my god, when he had his leg up.
That's his fucking...
Oh, he's flexible.
Right, looks like I'm going to have to play the game later, and you're going to have to fucking watch. You're going to sit there and just watch.
They made me watch!
He made me watch! Okay, anywho, yeah, so he hated the fucking shit. This is going to be a very short episode, obviously, because I'm losing Cali here. But I'm losing her, and that's all right. I expected this. I wasn't expecting much coming back and talking from you.
I feel like
I'm losing. We're losing the fucking vibe here. We're losing.
it's not. It's just
We're
usually
losing
I'll have
energy.
a shit ton to say whether I like it or I hate it, but this one I just I don't know.
Well, I'm sure there is a fucking film that you will pick that I will feel the exact same way.
Maybe
I just don't know yet because I think there might be out there. I don't know what it will be, but it might be something. I already pretty much know that you're not gonna fucking watch this film without me, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it for the sake of the show. Will you watch this film without me?
I will not.
I thought so.
Yep, I did not.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
enjoy it.
Nope.
And I don't even know if I would watch it with you again.
I mean, I don't think you will.
Yeah, like there are times when we're trying to pick a movie. This is true, guys. And if I'm in a mood where I'm like, I really don't care, and then you will pick something, and sometimes it'll be like, okay, whatever. But then it'll be like, no. And then you'll go, oh, I thought you didn't care.
Well, yeah, because that happens. And honestly, probably all of you contemplators can agree that happens. The significant other or someone else in the room will be like, I don't care. Put on whatever you want. Okay, I'll put on whatever I fucking want. Here comes fucking Terminator. Here comes fucking Conan. Here comes this. Here comes that. And then it's, why are you putting that on? Because you didn't care. Mm-hmm. Because you said the words, you didn't care.
Yeah, but if you tried to pick this, Your Highness, I'd be like, bye, going into
Well,
your
I
room.
wouldn't dare fucking pick this. Unless we were like in a fight and I was like, get out. Then I'd put this on just to be like, go away.
Just so I can just
so you
not
could
be
leave.
in your presence.
Leave me! Put on the fucking Your Highness. Leave me!
Wow. Okay.
Now I know your kryptonite. Run, child.
Run far away and never return.
Oh, boy.
Drop them. All right, so, folks, back to the handy-dandy Shakespearean notebook. The Calluminating dull-brained costermonger. Who is it to you?
What do they mean again?
I don't know. One's a fruit salesman
Fruit salesman.
and uttering maliciously false statement.
Okay, so they...
Dim-witted.
Someone that always talks about false statements, who's dim-witted...
And sells fruit.
And sells fruit. Maybe James Franco.
James Franco? Yeah, I agree.
You agree?
Well, I think it's everybody but Charles Dance and Natalie Portman, personally.
Okay.
It pretty much is. It's everybody in this fucking film. Except for Charles Dance and Natalie Portman. They were like the only ones who were smart in this entire film.
Yeah.
Everybody's pretty fucking dumb.
I agree.
We didn't bring up the fucking wise wizard who's a pederast. Don't really need to, because that's not personally one of my favorite fucking parts of this film.
Yeah.
Action was good in this film. Some of the action was pretty good. Mm-hmm. The chariot chase. You're not an action person, so obviously I'm going to lose you there.
Right.
But some of the stunts were pretty cool in this film, especially when it had to do with Portman. Mm-hmm. Like her fight scene. I did like the Matiti's fight scene shit, like I said earlier with the hand hydra.
She's very graceful.
She is very fucking graceful, man, I tell you. And that bath when she dives in and you just see that fucking granny panty.
Yeah, but she's got quite the backside.
Oh no, yeah.
It was definitely before
Black
Swan when she lost all meat.
Yeah.
But, yeah, wow.
That nice figure.
Very nice figure.
Anywho, what do you have in store for me?
My God, I feel like this has, like, been the hardest for me, because I have my list, but I just don't really know what I want to go with. But since, after this, not this one, but after my pick for next week, we are not going to have a episode for the week after because we will be gone.
Yeah.
We will be in Los Angeles. So I kind of thought, okay, well, let me kind of pick a LA film. I was debating between two and, oh God, I don't know which one I want to pick. Okay, Fuck.
Just flip a coin.
Should I flip a coin? Oh my god, we've never done that.
Let fate decide.
Okay.
Flip
okay.
the
That's
coin.
that's
We
good
just
idea.
so happen to have a coin.
We
here.
do have a coin. Okay. Heads.
The one, tails
And then
the
tails the other. Okay.
other. All right, give it to me.
Back up here a little bit. Where'd it go?
In your shirt.
Fuck! Okay, we gotta do that again. Shut up! I don't flip coins.
I'll get it. Okay, go ahead.
I forgot which one I picked for what side.
Shit.
Damn it.
Man.
Okay. We're gonna go with Ingrid Goes West.
Ooh.
With Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey Plaza.
Yes. Very LA.
Good.
Very LA.
Very LA, yeah, isn't it? Yeah. We did watch
We did.
watched this movie together
Once.
so it'll be interesting going back to it.
Yeah.
All right then.
Yeah.
That's that. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us once again. Please like, subscribe. You can find us on all podcasting platforms.
Yes, we are all over the interwebs. On Instagram, we are movies.contemplation_pod. On Twitter, we are movies_pod. We have an email,
Yeah.
movies.contemplation@gmail.com.
Woo!
I almost started to do my email.
Don't want to do that.
No, don't want to do that. Don't start emailing
Don't
me.
want to go down that road.
Oh, no, no. And then we are on Facebook, Movies and Contemplations. And follow us on the grams and stuff.
Please do, guys. We'd love to hear from you, and we will talk to you cats next time.
Yes.
All right. Mwah, Daddy.
Oh, Daddy.